Hello and welcome to Miami Real Estate Review. I'm Lucas Lechuga.
And I'm Michael Lay.
As many of you might know, hundreds of new state laws went into effect on July 1st. Now, one of the laws that has been covered quite extensively by the media is the one that affects condo associations. Now, just to go through that quickly, that law basically gives the condo associations the power to collect rent directly from a tenant if the homeowner is behind on their association dues. So this provides associations with more control and hopefully over the long run more stability.
And another law that was passed on July 1st, which nobody's really talking about very much, and realistically you wouldn't think to hear about it on a real estate show, is the fact that as of July 1st, no limit poker is now allowed in all poker rooms in the state of Florida. Now, the reason this is so unique is with the big boom over the past decade and people and their interest in playing poker, a lot of poker professionals find other destinations around the world to play poker that have no restrictions. Now, in the state of Florida, for the past 15 years or so, there have been some very wacky restrictions, and some people see Florida as kind of like the laughingstock of the poker world. I mean, a couple examples of the silly laws. In 1996, when poker was allowed in the state of Florida, there was a $10 pot limit on Texas Hold'em, let's say, for example. Meaning, once the pot hit $10, betting would cease and the hand would be over. So, I mean, $10 pot didn't really seem to interest many people. Then in 2003, they tried to change the law to make it a little more, open for people, to make them happier and things like that. So the pots could surpass $10, but now the betting could only reach $2 per bet per round, which again, still to many people really that's kind of pennies to a lot of professional poker players. Then in 2007, they tried to revamp it one more time, and they had a $100 buy-in rule. Basically, you could buy in for $100 to sit down. So it was kind of, in a way, no limit on the betting, but it limited how much you could sit down at the table with, but it still really didn't seem to appeal to many poker pros. Well, now as of July 1st, it is no limit. You could potentially sit down with $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 as you're buying to sit down at a table and play poker with no limit whatsoever on the betting. So it's going to completely change the face of poker here in the state of Florida. And actually, a lot of financial analysts have looked at the numbers that this could generate for the state of Florida. But in the next 5 years, the Seminole Indian tribe and the state of Florida could potentially see around $1 billion in added revenue just because of this new law going into place.
We also feel that this new law is going to attract big-name tournaments as well as big-name professional poker players. For example, a few days ago, we actually worked with a professional poker player who came down here to look at property. I actually asked him if he had heard about this new law change, and he simply said, "Why do you think I'm here?" The law went into effect July 1st. He moved down here July 5th, and now he's looking to buy a property here and make this a second home. He'll be playing between here, Vegas, and New York. And he said there's a lot of other professional poker players like himself who make over $500,000 a year that have multiple residences all over the nation in big cities that are known for poker. So there you have it. If you're interested in any properties down here, give us a call at the number below.
Well, that's it for today from high above downtown Miami. Thank you very much and have a great afternoon.